National Council of Aging Elder Abuse Facts tells us that 1 out of 10 elder Americans experience some form of elder abuse. That one could very easily be your grandma or grandpa. Throughout this speech, I want you to picture these events happening to them and how you would feel about that. I'm going to refer to a lady named Mabel and how they have affected her. We need to be well informed about the types of abuse and 2 simple things that could be done to help prevent and reduce the risk of elderly abuse. To be a well-informed family member, we need to know some of the types of abuse. We have all heard of physical and emotional abuse, but what about exploitation and neglect? The Administration of Aging, What is Elder Abuse, 2016, informs us on the different types of elder abuse. Physical is an obvious abuse. This is the act of inflicting pain or injury to a senior citizen. Mabel may have bruises on her arms or could even have a broken bone. She may even have to replace her glasses due to cracked lenses when getting hit. Emotional abuse is the verbal assaults, intimidation, threats of abuse, or harassment. Mabel may become withdrawn from people and may not seem herself. The dignity of a person can be ripped apart by any form of abuse, but emotional abuse does it the fastest. Exploitation is just a fancy word for financial abuse and is the most common abusive act done to the elderly, according to the Administration, the Assisted Living Federation of America, Elder Abusive Acts. Exploitation is the illegal misuse, taking, or concealment of someone's funds, assets, or property for someone else's benefit. Being a child or grandchild of a senior citizen, you may be put in charge of their finances. Exploitation is in the form of changing Mabel's will without her authorization, or maybe her bills are all of a sudden becoming unpaid due to some reason. There are many ways to abuse the elderly, and some don't even know they're doing it. We need to be well informed on the ways to stop it by recognizing the signs and being able to put yourself in someone else's shoes. We might be tempted to turn away, to ignore the problems of elder abuse. We may be tempted to make excuses and try to explain the tears, the bruises, or the seclusion. We may be tempted to assume that it's only someone else's family members. This has to stop. We must look for the signs of abuse and the ones that we care so we can stop it. Sometimes we're not always able to notice the signs right away. So if we're not, we need to all practice empathy. No, this isn't sympathy. People at this age have seen a lot in their time, and they don't want your sympathy. They just want you to take a minute to think about what it would be like to them. The Merriam-Webster Dictionary, copyright 2016, defines empathy as the feeling that you understand and share another person's expressions and feelings. To put it simpler, empathy is putting yourself in someone else's shoes. So before you commit to doing an act to anyone or an elder, think about how you would feel if it was done to you. Sympathy is such a simple form, and we can all do it to help prevent abuse. We need to be well informed on the types of abuse and 2 simple things that can help prevent and reduce the risk. Being well informed prevents our grandparents and Mabel from being that 1 out of 10. Someone who once gave us everything should not have to worry if their caregiver is providing proper care. We owe them the care because they once took care of us.